Hello, my dear friends in Florida. It's Abe Shreve here, and I just want to let you know I'm so excited to come and spend some time with you in Bold. And if you'll permit me, I wanted to take just a moment and share a little bit of a story and maybe why it's important that we get to spend some time together and why Onward Bold, which is wholly different, not a rewrite, not sort of different, it's so completely different than anything you've experienced. I want to explain to you why that is and why it's significant right now, no matter where you are in your business. So if you'll rewind the clock with me just a little bit, go back to 2008. I was the proud owner of a new construction company. I remember very well the day that the subprime market crashed. It was horrible. I was the personal guarantor on 19 properties, and they would never close in my care. There are those that do what I do and they get to stand up and say, I've always had it figured out, and I wake up and I pee excellence and all those things. It is not my story. What I've learned is that entrepreneurialism and success in life is hard fought for. And what this Bold does is we work on the person, and then we work on a strategy. And who better to put this together for us than than the most powerful mustache in all of real estate, the great Gary Keller, who built the largest real estate empire in the world. And he built it on the philosophy of, I'm going to teach great agents how to be great business people. So, after some really scrappy years, it took us 7 years to dig out of that hole. I found my way to coaching. And in that journey, I was very fortunate to become a coach for MAPS Coaching. And through a really funny story that I'll share with you later, I found myself coaching the top agents in Gary's group. In fact, my coach, who's a gentleman named Tony DeSello, is the one that brought me in. And between Tony and I, we were coaching more of Gary's top mastermind than anybody else. And here's what I can tell you. Great coaches know what they know because they work with great people. And one of the great honors of my life is about 9 years ago, Gary Keller came to me and said, let's start a business. Let's take everything that we've learned, coaching these large volume real estate teams, out to the world of business. And that is what I've done. We have been out working with restaurant owners and people that own gyms, and we have 9 people in our network that own medical clinics, and we've worked with everyone that you can imagine in the service trades, electricians and plumbers and all of these, because there's their thing that they do, and then there's the business of what they do. And one of my passions in life is helping to figure out the economics and bring clarity to the daily actions of business leaders. Gary Keller has done more for me than just about anybody professionally. And he called and asked, it was late last year, he says, I'm calling to recruit you to come teach this Bold with me next year. And I will walk to the edge of Mother Earth for Gary. So I am making this video for you from my gym in the morning. It's quite early because it's a busy time, and I'll spend 3 to 4 days every week for the next 10 weeks traveling. But I want you to know, what we do in that Bold room is consequential. It is not fluffy. It is not sensational. We're going to get clear on your plan. We're going to identify the performance barriers. We're going to work through those together. We're going to take the material that Gary Keller has written and identified as the secrets that took him from a millionaire to a billionaire through very difficult times, and we're going to apply those to your business. Now, if you're a single agent just starting out, I can't think of a better way. Why not start by getting your mind right? Why not start with the strategy and the daily habits that will ensure future success? If you're an agent and you've been in this business for a long time and you know that inside you there is a next level of performance, then why not now? Why not you? Someone like you in your area is going to have their best year ever, and it will be because they've dropped their guard. They've allowed themselves to be instructed, and they've said, okay, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And if you're someone that's a team owner and you've raised your hand and you've said to other people, this is the place you can come and build your financial future, you owe it to them. I've run teams for a very long time, and I've coached some of the largest producing teams in the history of real estate. And what I will tell you is that behind the curtain, everybody struggles with something. I'm no different. Our experience together will not be me telling you what you don't know. That's not how this works. Most of us know what will help us. We just need polished up and then some accountability. What I will tell you is our experience will be I'm going to come there and we're going to do this together, arm in arm. I want you to know I'm honored, I'm excited, I have an exceptional amount of respect for your time and for the front line of this business. I'm not going to do this endlessly. I'm not really I have another business. Coaching Bold isn't my long-term thing. I'm just so grateful and honored and so inspired by what Gary has written and the experience planned for you and I. Adults learn by doing, not by sitting and listening, and we're going to do a lot together. That's my objective. All right, Florida, are you ready? Let's level up together. Onward, bold. So many agents, and no one listening to this has ever done this, but so many agents will let the year kind of wind down. It's the holidays, and kind of wind down the year. And what's true as true can be is that if we wind down the year, then next year we have to wind it up. Why not sprint into next season? It's the best time when everyone's taking a break. Why don't we put in place the strategies and the habits that will ensure that you and I, regardless of the market, have a predictable business? And equally important to that, why don't we learn the truths about life that will help us on our way to financial success, will help us become the people that we can be. This journey isn't about just getting a paycheck. You and I both know that. If that was the case, there's other ways to do it. This is about personal development and you and I staying in pursuit of the measure of our creation. There is more in us than we have gotten out right now. And I would consider it a great honor if you would join me in the pursuit of greatness and unlocking the measure of your creation. That sounds so intense. I know it. I've just experienced that with Gary and with this great bold team. So I'm coming. If you're not sure, look at my face. If you're not sure, step into the unknown with me. I promise you're going to be glad you did. I can't wait to see you.